I turned 30 a couple of weeks ago and wanted to make this video to summarize the most important career and financial lessons that I've learned so far. If you are new to my channel, I currently work as a finance manager at one of the top tech companies with an MBA in finance and a CPA designation. These experiences gave me plenty of opportunities to learn important lessons. So let's go over each lesson one by one. Lesson number 1, if you decide to go to college, choose the right major that can teach you actual skills. There are too many people with college degrees in communications, philosophy, or gender studies that can't find any jobs. It's especially challenging in today's tough job market. So if you're planning to go to college, choose a major that will give you actual transferable skills. These majors include accounting, engineering, computer science, and a few others. For example, I personally studied accounting in college and saw firsthand how my career prospects were better than those of my classmates. Lesson number 2, in your 20s, the worst way to save money is to cut corners on education or developing new skills. Investing in the right education and skills can pay dividends in the long run. For example, I decided to go back to school to get my MBA from Columbia University, which was a significant investment for me. But the investment was worth it for me because it tripled my salary and opened doors to new job opportunities. If you also have opportunities to pursue a better education or learn new skills that can help you with your career or income, don't hesitate to invest your money on that, especially in your 20s. Lesson number 3, networking and building relationships can open doors to unexpected opportunities. Networking is very important in today's competitive job market, as many job opportunities arise through connections. For all the jobs that I've had, I got them through meeting new people during different conferences or networking events. And networking is not only important for getting jobs, you can also meet like-minded people that you can hang out with or start businesses together. Lesson number 4, keep your plans close to your chest and avoid broadcasting them prematurely. It's important not to share everything you're planning to work on too soon, because it's just an idea in your head until you actually achieve something. Also, sharing your plans too early can invite unnecessary comments and feedback. It's way better for you to share your accomplishments once you achieve them. For example, when I was working at PwC after college and was planning to apply to top MBA programs, I haven't shared any of these plans with my colleagues. Imagine if I didn't get accepted to any of the MBA programs I was applying to. If I had told everyone about my plans and then didn't get accepted to MBA programs, I would have to continue working at PwC and face potential embarrassment from not achieving my goals. Lesson number 5, find mentors and role models who can inspire and guide you. There are a lot of older people that have gone through the same careers or experiences that you're hoping to get to. You can find mentors that can provide you with invaluable support, guidance, and advice based on their own personal experiences. Regardless of how confident or proud we might be to achieve things on our own, we need to recognize that we don't know everything, and we can't always find specific advice for us on Google. So it's always good to have mentors and role models that can shape your aspirations and provide guidance. Lesson number 6, it's okay to treat yourself to nice things in your 20s. You don't have to be overly frugal. Balancing financial responsibility while also enjoying your life is important for your mental well-being. If you want to buy a cool car or a luxury watch, you should definitely go for it as long as it's within your means. You'll never be in your 20s again, so it's important to spend your money on things that you can enjoy while you're young. Lesson number 7, you need to have an emergency fund in case of any unexpected expenses. If recent years have told us anything, it's that we shouldn't assume that our jobs are going to be safe and that we'll never get laid off. We've all heard about the massive layoffs in tech companies, consulting firms, and in many other industries. So we need to have money saved for emergency in case if something happens with our jobs or health. Personally, I like to keep at least 6 months of my living expenses in my emergency fund for these reasons. Lesson number 8, create different income streams to protect yourself from economic uncertainties. Similar to the previous lesson where we said that we shouldn't assume that our jobs are going to be safe, we also shouldn't rely on a single source of income. You should diversify your income streams through investments, side hustles, and passive income ideas during these unpredictable times. Some easy ideas could include consulting on the side or buying rental property to make money as a landlord. Lesson number 9, Start saving for retirement, but don't be overly obsessed with it. While saving money for retirement early will allow for compound interest to work in your favor, it's also important to maintain a balanced approach to your financial planning. I've met some people in their 20s that never spend their money on anything and put all their money into retirement when none of us is even guaranteed to make it to that age. I think the big lesson for me here is that while it's important to think about your future, it's also as important to not neglect your current life. Lesson number 10. Challenge yourself with crazy ideas and goals. Setting ambitious goals pushes you out of your comfort zone and ensures professional and personal growth. For example, starting this YouTube channel in early 2024 was a crazy idea for me that I wanted to challenge myself with. Even if your crazy ideas don't always become successful, the journey itself can lead to unexpected discoveries and accomplishments. Lesson number 11. In most cases, being consistent is usually way more important than being perfect. Consistency builds habits and progress, which are crucial in achieving long-term success. This lesson can be applicable to your financials, career, personal life, or even your fitness goals. You will never be able to be perfect every time that you do something, but you can still achieve success in anything you want as long as you don't give up and stay consistent. Lesson number 12. Learn how to say no to things that don't add value to you without feeling bad about it. Once you start your professional life, you'll be getting a lot of asks from your colleagues or managers. Setting boundaries and prioritizing your time and energy is important for your personal and professional well-being. Being able to say no to things that are not important will allow you to keep your time and focus on things that are actually meaningful for you. Lesson number 13. Prioritize long-term investing over day trading when developing your investment strategy. Day trading is when you buy and sell the same stock within the same day, trying to make small profits from short-term price movements of the stock. For me, day trading is a form of gambling because most traders lose way more money than they ever gain. People that invest in companies that they believe in long-term usually have way better ROI compared to day traders. So don't take advice from day traders on social media. Most of them are just trying to sell you their courses. Lesson number 14. Ask for feedback regularly to identify areas for improvement and growth. All of us have weaknesses that we don't even realize until someone else points them to us. And not everyone is brave enough to point out someone else's weaknesses unless they're being asked for it. So if you never ask for feedback, there is a possibility that you have weaknesses that you don't realize, but everyone else knows about. And knowing and understanding our own weaknesses can help us improve and grow into a better person. So while it may be uncomfortable, it's a good idea to ask for feedback regularly, just so you know how you come across to people and you find things that you can work on. Lesson number 15. Develop strong financial literacy to make informed decisions about money management. Understanding concepts like investing, budgeting, and debt management can help you make wiser financial decisions and build wealth over time. As a finance channel, I'll be covering all these topics in my upcoming videos if you're interested in learning more. Lesson number 16. Develop strong communication skills as they're essential in any career path. Whether presenting ideas, negotiating terms, or simply interacting with your colleagues, strong communication skills are important for professional development and building strong relationships. Usually, accountants are not very well known for their strong communication skills, and that's one of the main reasons why I decided to start my channel earlier this year. It will help me personally to become better at presenting my ideas on camera, which I can then also leverage in my professional life. Lesson number 17. Take ownership of your career path and actively seek out opportunities for advancement. You shouldn't rely on anyone else to manage your career or make the right choices for you. You're the only person that's responsible for your career, regardless of what your managers or your leadership tells you. So make sure to find and pursue challenging projects and opportunities that can help you in your professional growth. By taking responsibility of your own career, you empower yourself to shape your own future without relying on anyone else. Lesson number 18. Avoid lifestyle inflation by living below your means and saving the difference as your income grows. As our income grows, it's tempting to also increase our expenses. With more money, you naturally start wanting to buy a new flashy car and rent a bigger house than before. But if our expenses grow as fast as our income grows, then the amount of money we save per year will stay the same. So always try to think whether or not you actually need to increase your expenses. It's way better to resist the temptation and save more money rather than increasing your expenses. Lesson number 19. Invest in assets that generate passive income to build wealth over time. Passive income streams like real estate investments, dividend-paying stocks, or royalties provide opportunities for exponential financial growth without much active involvement. For example, most wealthy people are also landlords that have multiple different rental properties. They collect monthly checks from renters, and this work is mostly passive. Lesson number 20. Negotiate your salary and benefits to maximize your earning potential and financial security. When you get a new job offer, the company doesn't usually give you their best offer from the start. So it's important for you to keep the conversation open with them and negotiate for your salary and benefits. You'll need to spend some time online to do research to find out what the company pays their other employees for the same job. Or you can also find out what similar companies pay their employees for the same job as well. By doing your own research and having the data, you'll be more confident during the negotiations and you'll be able to get a better deal for yourself. So don't take the company's first offer without at least trying to negotiate. Lesson number 21. Prioritize work-life balance to prevent burnout and maintain overall happiness. If you only prioritize your work and spend all your waking hours on it, you'll quickly burn out and it will also affect your health. And that's why a lot of the investment bankers who work crazy hours but also make crazy money quit their jobs for lesser paid positions. There is a certain point where the money no longer justifies all the stress and burnout that comes with the job. So make sure to prioritize a balance between work and life to have a more sustainable long-term career. Lesson number 22. EQ is as important as IQ in your career, so work on developing your emotional intelligence too. By developing your emotional intelligence, you can better navigate your workplace dynamics, build strong relationships, and effectively manage conflicts. This will definitely help you in advancing your career and achieving your goals. Lesson number 23. Learn and practice effective negotiation skills that you can leverage in different circumstances throughout your career. Everyone should know how to negotiate. Essentially, every day there are some opportunities for us to negotiate over something without us even thinking about it. So if you learn how to negotiate more confidently and effectively, you can protect your interests in any aspect of your life. Lesson number 24. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity and don't let setbacks deter you from pursuing your goals. You'll never fail unless you're doing something challenging or worthy. Everyone who is successful has failed plenty of times and they still keep failing. Looking at failure as a stepping stone to growth is an important mindset to achieve success in your personal and professional life. Lesson number 25. Diversify your investments across different asset classes to mitigate risk and maximize returns. Don't put all your eggs in one basket or all your money into one stock. If the company fails, you'll end up losing all your money. Instead, invest into different assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, and other investments to give you the best chance of protecting and growing your money. When investing in stocks, also diversify companies and industries. For example, don't put all your money in the Apple stock or technology stocks in general, because if the tech industry collapses, you'll end up losing all your money. Lesson number 26. Don't blindly trust influencers or anything else you see online. Always verify that the source is knowledgeable and reliable. A lot of the influencers that you see online don't have any real knowledge or experiences to provide any valuable advice. They just rent luxury cars and houses to trick you into buying their online courses. So the next time you see an influencer flexing their possessions and advertising their online courses, ask yourself whether or not they have the right credentials and experiences to teach you any valuable information. Lesson number 27. Stay informed about economic trends and market conditions to make strategic financial decisions. You can make a lot of money if you can understand how different political or financial news can impact the stock market. So make sure to read more news and try to identify patterns how the news coincide with how the market is performing. Once you develop this skill, you could predict the future market movements based on the recent news that you hear about. Lesson number 28. Start a side hustle or freelance work to diversify your income streams and explore new opportunities for growth. If you have a corporate job on weekdays from 9 to 5, try to also start a side hustle that you can do in the evenings on weekdays or on weekends. A lot of people that start side hustles eventually start making more money than even their corporate job. And then they quit their job to pursue their business full time. This is how most businesses in the US are born. So don't make excuses about having a full-time job if you ever want to become a successful business owner. Lesson number 29, it's okay to change your friend circle. Surround yourself with supportive and ambitious individuals who encourage your personal and professional growth. Having a positive social network can provide you with motivation, innovation, and accountability. By being friends with other successful people, you'll also want to become successful yourself. So don't be afraid to cut off relationships that pull you down. Surround yourself with like-minded people that want to grow together. Lesson number 30, develop strong leadership skills to effectively manage teams and navigate complex professional environments. If you want to grow in your professional life, you have to have leadership qualities that other people will want to follow. Effective leadership includes communication, decision-making, motivation, delegation, and many other skills. Make sure to identify your current weaknesses across these areas and work on improving them if you ever want to become a successful leader. Let me know in the comments which lessons resonated with you, or if you have any other personal lessons that you would like to share. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.